Hello, welcome to Kate's Egg. Today is very exciting because we are cutting Durum. Durum is the grain that is used for pasta. So I'm loading my combine to the field we're starting in. We're completely done with spring wheat. I've never cut durum before, and I'm super excited to. We still have the big headers on. This crop looks a lot like wheat, but it's just a different kind of crop. Idle my machine down, turn the back on, turn the header on. Now I'm going to set my header on the ground once I get lined up.
Kate, what's your rotor spinning gauge? You got a copy?
Yes, I have a copy. Just give me a second.
Okay.
It's 790.
What is it?
790.
Let's bring that rotor speed up to about 880 or 850 at least. So press that button and then turn that closest knob to you to the right. Now that's the geared cog one, you know. Turn it to like 850 or something. Are you sure you weren't looking at the fan speed versus the rotor speed, Kate?
Yeah, the rotor is the little gear icon, right, with the line under it, and the fan is the icon with the line sticking out of it.
Right. So when you press that button, you should get a screen, you know, and it's going to come up with a number, and then you dial it to the right till it goes to the number you want.
Yeah, I dialed it to 840, and it moved it to 890, and now it doesn't want to even change it.
Okay, shut your head off, you know, stop and shut your head off when you change it. Did it change? You have to have the machine going full speed, otherwise you don't know what it's going. Is it working for you, Kate?
Yes, I've got it at 850 now.
Okay, then idle your machine down, put your head back in, and we'll go cut some of this. She's already cutting.
This crop does not look like it was affected by sawfly really at all. I'm about to go down a big hill, so I'm just going to manually run my header.
How's your return running, Kate?
It hasn't even been filling up to halfway at all.
So when you look in your tank, how clean the grain looks? And did you notice how yellow the kernels are?
Yeah, the kernels are very yellow, and the grain looks really clean. Actually, it kind of looks cleaner than the last field. So this is the first pass in the Durum field this year, and my first pass in Durum ever, so I'm pretty excited about it. Seems to be going really well, and just like straight cutting wheat. My dad's cutting a circle right now, so he has room to dump in the grain cart. He looks pretty full. I'm just going to line up with the grain cart right now. I'm not going to dump on the go, just because this is the first pass. I probably will soon. The grain is a lot more yellow than wheat or barley. I'm going to shut the grain off, let the rest fall out, and then put my auger back. Our grain cart driver will drive away, and then I don't have to drive past his big wheel, which I like. I'm going to idle my machine down, turn the back on, and then the header, and then rabbit speed, and I'm getting back into the crop. I'm going 3 miles an hour right now, and it looks like my combine's handling it pretty well. My dad's splitting this field in half, so he's driving down the middle of the field with wheat on either side. I see a John Deere pickup here.
Yeah, I see him. I'm headed that way, Kate.
Our combine headers have an auto float, so you can set them at a height and they'll kind of float to the ground. But they've got some issues with the sensors that my dad's going
Is he
to...
on the road there, Kate?
Yes. So my dad is having a John Deere person come out and help us with it.
Why don't you see if you can stop him? He's heading your way. He should have my phone number. I don't think he calls yet, but yeah, maybe he'll figure this out. So I guess that makes you the only game in town, Kate.
Again. Now I am making another pass. Got to line up with my row. Our grain cart driver lined up over here, and I didn't need to unload yet, so I told him we're not going on this pass, but I'll probably make it this width pass. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'll make it over there. I think I will. It'll be close if I make it over there. I was thinking I would dump on this side, and I could radio to our grain cart driver and have him come over here, but I should be good to make it over there. My tote bag is getting really dirty now because I always have it with me at harvest. and I think it looks absolutely great. Maybe even better with all the dirt on it. And I can always put it in the wash. Do not wash it on warm water. I tried that once, and well, it was still a fabulous tote bag, but much smaller. If you do wash your tote bag, make sure to wash it on cold water.
Do you want to do this on the fly, or do you want me to be stopped?
We can do this one on the go. I don't think it should be a problem. After that little hill, though.
Okay.
Had a little skip there. And the reason I want to do it after that tiny hill is because I don't want to have to move my header up and down. My dad is still over there. They are working on the header height sensors. Just stay there until I get up there. My auger out. I make sure I have my auger button handy to move it back and forth just in case it's not lined up properly. And also my grain button, because if anything goes wrong, I immediately have to shut the grain off. You should be able to see my grain tank emptying a little bit. I am the only combine in the field right now, and our grain car driver is going now. So that went super well. Dumps on the go aren't too challenging once you figure them out. You really have to pay attention and make sure not to hit your left side of your header with the grain cart. Oh, there's no comparison. It's really great to cut. My Uncle Chris just asked me if this was...
This is my favorite crop, actually. I like Durum.
It is really nice. Uncle Chris just said this is his favorite crop, and he also asked me if I enjoyed cutting this better than the spring wheat, and I told him no comparison. Because of the sawflies, it's so hard to cut the spring wheat, and this just flows in so nicely. It's a great crop, it's all standing, and it seems to be just really wonderful. So I love it. Dad was back in the field for a little while the John Deere mechanic was getting some parts for his header sensors. Now they're stopped again working on it. I just stopped my combine, turned the machine off, and idled it down because there's a rock on my cutter bar that I need to get off, and it's really important that everything is turned off. For safety reasons, when you do this, I have to put a glove on as well. So this is the cutter bar right here of the header, and then this is the reel, which helps bring in the Durum. And here's a close-up of the Durum. It looks a little bit different from wheat, but not too much. So I was pushing a rock here, and it wouldn't fall off my cutter bar. I'm taking it off. We'll just throw it over here. That's what I had to do. Dinner is here, but I have to continue combining until I reach the area where dinner is. But I just wanted to show you what happens when you get a rock on your cutter bar. You can't just leave it there because you don't want it going through the combine. I just unloaded in the grain cart and it's dinner time, so I've idled my combine down and I'm just waiting for it to cool off a little bit, and then I'll be going to dinner. I'm here at dinner with Darcy, and we were talking about how delicious the Durum would be in pasta.
I'm not a pasta eater, though.
Really? Pasta's my favorite.
Not me. I just, once in a while.
Looks nicer than wheat, though, don't it?
Yeah, it does look super nice. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to learn more about how your food gets to your table, specifically pasta today. You can also follow Kate's Egg on Instagram, KATES_AG, and on Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, everywhere else. And you can visit the Kate's Egg website, KATESAG.com, and purchase a Kate's Egg tote bag. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!